And we are live. It is time. Let's go. The first hot tag takes of the new year. It was supposed to be last Tuesday, but
2024.
We got stormed out. 23 was my Jordan year. 24 is my Kobe Bryant year. Let's go, bro. We are ready. This is Hot Tag Takes. I am your host, John BRECKO. To my right is my co-host, PJ MORIN. How you doing? I feel some energy in that for once.
What's going on, sweetie?
Yeah, he's trying really hard.
Yeah,
I think your chair is moving.
I messed up my wrist.
You tried to move.
This hurts.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you messed up your wrist. I didn't know
you
it was
did.
that.
I talked about it in the car.
I didn't know it was that one specifically. I took my chances. It just didn't work out that time.
Yeah, no, it was the other one. I just wanted to stop doing that.
But, dude, I am so excited for our first show of the new year.
I'm also very excited.
I'm so excited for this guest.
You know what? While you do that introduction, why don't I send the link so that we can get a bunch of people in here watching?
No, you should do that. But I just want to know, our first question, we were kind of going back and forth. We were like, should we talk about the Dallas Cowboys or how should we get started in music? And I just love that the answer was the reason why I'm wearing this jersey. This is already going to be great.
I think it's beautiful, John BRECKO.
All right, thank you, sir. But ladies and gentlemen, my guest today has been entertaining audiences in concerts ever since she was running around her living room at 3 years old. She believes that everything great that has come out of her life was through getting out of her comfort zone. I believe a quote that could describe her best would be, "No risk it, no biscuit." She's always been a writer at heart and was inspired at Saxon Pub in the city of Austin, Texas one night to turn past poems into songs and has never stopped doing so since. With her music, she's drawn comparisons to many different music legends such as Janis Joplin and Stevie Nicks and has drawn inspiration herself from Bruce Springsteen, Paul McCartney, Ringo, and many others. She's a proud Texas native that has traveled all over the United States for her music and at one point even relocated to Muscle Shaw, Alabama to record her first album and traveled to Tennessee, Florida, Missouri, and beyond to perform for rock and roll fans. She needs to come down to Jersey at some point, if she hasn't already, by the way. Just let me throw that out there. Either way, we're happy to have her on the show today. So everyone watching, please give it up for Ronda Ray! We ready! We ready! All right, I'm done. Rhonda, how you doing? We're so excited to have you. What's been up with you?
I'm excited to be here. I'm like, cue the Rocky theme song.
Yeah, right? I'm telling you. Did I leave anything out? That should be the first question. Is there anything that I left out? Let me know.
Tons of stuff.
No? We're good?
It's been a long journey. There's always something new to discover. But no, you did a great job.
All right. I appreciate it. So I want to get to the first one. I found different interviews to prepare for the show. And in more than one article, I saw that there was, quote, an inspiring night at Saxon Pub. That was mentioned in several things that I found. And in an interview, it was interviews with ATX Gossip as well as Canvas Revel. But they all say that it was an inspiring night and poems began to be turned into songs. What inspired you to turn your poems into songs on that specific night? And what was the first poem about that song? What was it about that night at Saxon Pub that inspired you to pursue your passion for music?
Well, I'll quote another one of my most favorite Jersey boys is Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
And he talks about rock and roll magic. 1 + 1 = 3 every time. You can't explain it. You can't explain why Louie Louie is a great, famous song. It makes no sense. But there's just something magical about it. And there's something magical that happens every time I get out of my comfort zone. Every time I get tired of the grass growing under my feet and I go on a new adventure, I put myself in a different environment. And I really believe that you rise to the level of your environment.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I finally went down to Austin and started seeing what was out there, seeing what people were doing, because I didn't think I could do that.
Okay.
And the stars just aligned, and it was just, the whole night was magical, from the people working at the Saxon Pub, the musicians, everything. And met the coolest people who told me that I could do it, you know, and it's sort of like you can walk into a different room and maybe you don't connect with anyone, but
Yeah.
it's those people connections. Traveling alone is freeing, but traveling together is fulfilling.
That's
And
right.
something fulfilling happened that made me feel like I could. It was like something was dammed up and the dam just got raised. And I went back and I wrote Chains, which was on my first album, and I wrote a song called I'm Over It, which was on my first album and has been
Nice.
like top selling merchandise, just a shirt that says I'm over it.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. And I just stopped questioning it. I got over the fear and started rolling.
So I just want to make sure that I have this right. You wrote Chains and Over It, which are on your first album. You went back and you wrote it that night, or was it like a little bit after? I just want to make sure I understand.
It was probably a little bit after, like
Okay.
over the next few days.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But was there anything
Yeah.
like specific that happened that night, or was it just all these different people that you met all in one night?
It was all the different people in one
Okay.
night. I met a person who was just a long-time Austinite who worked with a lot of businesses, and he was kind of a fixture at the Saxon Pub, and we just shared a lot. He shared a lot of stories with me about different artists that had come through there. It's just so encouraging, and it's so important to use our words to encourage people and lift them up. It's that whole thing. If you don't have anything good to say, just don't say anything at all, because
Right.
you know you can give someone permission to really do what's in their heart to do just by being nice and encouraging.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
so that's something I try to pass on.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. Do you have anything you wanted to ask?
I mean, one thing I was going to ask. I mean, I know I brought it up before I brought up both of these things before the show started. But what's it called? I really did love your number one song. I forget the exact wording.
You Break My Heart.
You break my heart.
Yeah.
I loved that, and not only was it such a powerful and like good sounding like it's in my driving playlist now. Like when I'm driving, it's gonna come on. I'll be like, yeah, it's one of those. Like it's just a good, like, it's a rockin' song, but it's also one of those songs that I love where it's rockin', but then you listen to the lyrics and then you're like, oh wait a minute, there's more. So
Yeah.
I mean, I know I can definitely relate on that. I mean, I have not dipped my toes into music yet officially. I mean, I dabble in writing music here and there, poetry, comedy is my main jazz. When I'm not feeling good, I'm like, all right, time to write down and turn this trauma into comedy.
That's fair.
And I could definitely hear that through that song, and I feel like like comedy and music and whatnot that has that little extra touch of like, oh, something affected me, and that's why this is the product that came out. I feel like those hit a little more personal notes because I was listening to some of those lyrics. I was like, yeah, ooh, I felt that. So
Yeah.
So with that being said, what was that moment where you were like, oh my God, I love music. I want to continue this. Like, what was that moment? Like, was it like did something bad happen and you were like, putting my head down and doing my music? Or were you like, you know what? I can do this.
Yeah. Great question. I really feel like music is one of the purest vehicles for truth that there is.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, I was taught that the song should speak for itself. And I feel like, you know, you can put something out there in such a pure way. And like you said so perfectly, yeah, you got this rocking song. Yeah. But if you want to go a little bit deeper and listen, there's something really powerful in the lyrics. And I never like to leave anybody victims in my songs. So the last verse of that song is, you can't break my heart anymore.
Yep.
It's that full circle thing of, yeah, all this happened and this is the stages of walking through it. But, you know, I don't know. I've always been the kind of person, back to your question, that when I feel in my heart that sure of something I want to do, I will jump in with both feet and figure it out as I go, as I start paddling and kicking. And I take everything as a challenge. I love reaching goals. And I really started with a very simple heart to put music out that can help people and lift them up, period. Without an agenda, without manipulation, without anything. Just here this thing is, do with it what you will. And I do live for that magic. Once I played live and started to get a little touch of that magic, it's very addicting, and it just makes me want more. It makes me want to work harder and do more. So I really started music when I was really young, but I didn't like structured music lessons. I was the girl, asked to pick out music for the piano recital, and I show up with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and they're like, no, you can't play that. I didn't like all that structure. So later in life, it really started calling to me, and it's just been on like Donkey Kong ever since.
Nah, I love that.
No, I love that because that's a true artist answer. That's not listen, people started paying for it, so I started doing it. Nah, you just...
No, they told me all the songs I couldn't play, and then I decided I want to play it anyway.
I would do that out of spite.
Dude, honestly, you know what I love about You Break My Heart so much? And I just realized this because I make the outlines for the show and everything like that. Like, you talked about how it was an end credit song, right?
Yes.
Like, to, like, any, like, movie or something like that. I realized, like, I put my outline, and that was, like, the last thing that I have on it, play You Break My Heart. And I just, like, put two and two together. I'm like, that is just phenomenal.
Same wavelength there, right there.
But I love the song, and I think it's a testament to just how good it is, that we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
So I want to actually leave that as, like, a teaser for later, and we're going to play that at the end anyway.
I mean, one thing I did want to say regarding what you said towards the beginning of that with the song about how it goes full circle, I did like that. I do love stuff that goes like that. It's like you talk about it, you go through the trauma, you go through all of the lows, the low lows, but then at the end you have that little shift where it's like, yeah, but now I'm me. Now you can't. And it's like, oh, so we went on a little journey with this song. We started off, we were hurt, we were suffering, we were going through something, and then but now look at me, I'm at the end of it. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side of the storm.
He went through a breakup a couple months ago. I think that's what's really happening here.
Okay, no, I'm just saying it's a relatable topic, and I like the song. I like the message.
This is called recency bias from BJ MORIN.
Hey,
it's
all good.
If it's working, it's working.
What do you want from me?
It's so great that the hat is coming off. I don't know if everybody can see that.
What do you want from me? Yes, I did. So what? Listen, I'm over her, but she still has my copy of Pokemon Black, and I am not okay with that.
Yeah, man. Those TikToks are fine, but Pokemon Black, keeping that for me, that's a no-no.
Oh, dude, her friend sent me her TikToks. She's made so many about me in a month.
But that's not important.
It's not. Let's continue.
The first single
Music.
that we'll be playing on Hamilton Radio, it's got to be your new single, which is Tiger Lily Girl. Tell us a little bit about the song and if it was originally a poem or not, because now I'm curious about that for all of them ever since I found out the fact that you were writing poems getting ready for this show. Was that originally a poem? We got to talk about that.
No, the poem thing went away with that trip to Austin and
Okay.
the Saxon pub. I no longer felt like writing a song was something I could not do.
Right.
I just knew I had an interesting life, and I started thinking about my days. I was like, every day of my life could be a freaking song.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't write songs, so I'm going to write poems. But fast forward to Tiger Lily Girl, I'm also kind of a 100%er. Though Dolly Parton's known as a 100%er. Like, she writes her own songs. She doesn't collaborate much, if any. And that's just how she does it. Well,
Okay.
I'd been that way for a long time. And I came to Muscle Shoals several years ago just looking for a real sense of authentic community of
Okay.
songwriters and stuff like that. Back in that environment, you rise to the level of your environment, or you'll be kept down by it. And
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I met a lot of great people. I was before COVID, and there were so many cool things going on here in Muscle Shoals. Then I'm in Muscle Shoals right now, so it's like I said here.
Beautiful.
So somebody I met just at a songwriter night pitched me Tiger Lily Girl, and they kind of had a start on the song, and I made a trip out here and said, hey, I'd like to get with y'all and work on this, and 3 of us worked together on it. I put my touches on it, and I think it took us 2 more years to actually record it. We recorded it in Muscle Shoals at Airtel Studios. Grant Walden is a co-writer as well.
Nice.
And just a bunch of these great players got involved that I knew I could call on in Muscle Shoals, and I love the message. It's positive. It's for, I know it's called Tiger Lily Girl, but you know, it's for the guys too. I always say it, and it's it's for the guys who are man enough to, you know, walk with us and not feel threatened, and be able to just be like, hey, you do you, and I'll support you, and you support me, and without all this competition and negativity and jealousy, you know,
For sure.
is nasty. And we need each other. We all have strengths and we all have weaknesses, and we need each other. And I just love Tiger Lily Girl, the adventure of it. The bridge of the song is supposed to be like a motorcycle shifting gears. And,
that's right.
So it's just got some fun stuff. I'll have a video coming out in a few weeks.
Awesome.
That'll show that a little bit more. I spent all last summer just filming myself and filming the places I would ride, traveling the country, and it's lots of fun.
That's awesome.
Is that what makes up the video? Because you mentioned the video, then you mentioned that. Is that a lot of the video?
A lot of the video is me riding, and
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I love that message of the strong, independent woman vibe. Because listen, I don't know about you, but when a girl tells me, I'm like, oh, you got a 401k? Ooh, oh
Right.
my God. Listen, I know we were over this. We talked about this earlier, but recently,
Everybody loves a 401k, whether you're going to be a sugar mama or a sugar daddy. It don't matter.
Listen, I've been single for like 2 months. I've gone on a handful of dates. Women love paying. Women love paying nowadays, and it's like, oh my God, stop it! Oh my God, look at you with your job and everything.
See, this is somebody that, you know, is just freshly like back on the dating scene.
Oh, it's fun.
You know, as somebody who's been married, granted it's been for a month and a half, but you know, this is a totally different life that you're living from me, and I just want you to know.
Oh,
Like,
why? Are you the payer?
of course I'm the payer.
Yo, Abby, come on, mommy him a little bit. Look,
Bro,
at,
bro,
look at that cute
listen,
face.
listen. That's
Hold on, his wife's watching. We gotta
listen.
make sure.
Everybody loves to pay when it's like just starting and like it's sexy and it's new and it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
all right.
oh, goddamn.
Let's just
you
say
got
that.
a big girl job and a big girl. You got savings. Oh my God, you have your own car. You pay for your own gas. Your parents don't. Oh my God.
And then you get into the relationship. You start talking about that, or you're like, yeah, I guess I have that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, yeah, sure.
Life is a journey. That's how we could put that together with Tiger Lily Girl. Now make it sound like we're off topic.
Life is not.
Life
about
is
the
a journey, man.
destination.
But
for sure.
I love how she just kind of like lets it happen too. Like, this is great.
Sorry,
I'm enjoying it.
Sorry, I go on tangents.
Anyways, Ruben, how is that journey with Tiger Lily go? How's it going? He just leaned forward in his chair. I love it. He just leaned forward. He stood up. I think I heard him snoring a little bit in there too.
I think he's about to.
Did you see his head?
Yo, he's done with your shit, dude. I think he's
man.
gonna mute us, and I think he's gonna play the song, if I understand correctly. This is Tiger Lily Girl
On HamiltonRadio.net. Very, very excited to hear this song
by Ronda
once
Ray.
again.
Favorite ride.
That was a certifiable.
That is a
Certifiable headbanger.
certifiable headbanger, 100%.
That was my first listen. That was going in multiple playlists.
If there is anything that is blowing wild and free, it was that hair during that song. Tiger Lily
Red,
girl.
look at all that hair.
oh
Dude,
yeah, I had it tied up
there
for
was
a
so
while.
much of it.
Yeah, no, this is the longest it's been. It's far.
It's been probably like about a month since I've seen him headbang like that, and I forgot the length of his hair. Like, your song served as a reminder, like, I don't think I will ever have again in my life.
Oh no, listen.
Like, good Lord.
Listen, a good rockin' song you
Dude, that beard is gonna, listen, that beard is gonna be flying around soon, too.
No, I've been trimming the beard up actually.
Oh, have you? I didn't know that.
Oh, well,
I was about to say, I thought it was just going to be uncontrolled chaos in like
all
another
I'm saying
month or
right
two.
now is you better start paying attention to hair length. So if your wife gets a haircut, now she's your wife. If you don't see your girlfriend's haircut, you kind of suck. But if you don't see your wife's haircut,
Dude, listen. For me, it's about if I see the nails. All right?
true.
It's about the nails.
That
If
is
I
very
don't
true.
see the nails, that's when it's over.
yo, no,
Like-
when you see a difference to the hair, you see a difference to the nails. Oh my God, did you do your hair?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the nails because she gets them done like once every 2 weeks.
Real.
So like I'm just religiously looking for it.
That's fair.
Like
you're a good husband.
Like whether like if it's the hair, it's rarely ever the makeup because Abby really doesn't wear makeup like that.
That's fair.
But like,
natural.
but like it's the nails, bro. I'm telling you,
So after the tangent, Tiger Lily girl.
it's a journey.
No, that was an amazing song. That is, I'm not saying this for radio show. I'm saying this for actually. That's going in my driving playlist. That's going in my rock/metal playlist. That's going in my random playlist of miscellaneous bangers playlist. And I might throw it in my I Swear I'm Not Gay playlist just to fuck with the people that listen to that playlist. No, listen, my I Swear I'm Not Gay playlist is great. We got Dua Lipa, Katy Perry, Gwen Stefani, Elton John.
He's bi. He's only half gay.
Listen, more 90-10, man. I'm kind of sick of men.
That's fair.
I'm kinda
We're not
sick
that
of 'em.
great.
I
can
don't know,
fuck with
but I
that.
think I'm going to change my band name to Miscellaneous Bangers after hearing
I
that.
thought she was gonna change it. I thought she was gonna change it. I thought she was gonna say, "I swear I'm not gay," and that would have been hilarious.
Oh no! Listen, no, that playlist is great because it is a random playlist of miscellaneous banger. It has the best songs from every genre. You'll get like the best Dr. Dre song out of there, and then you'll get the best. You'll get Let Me Hear You Scream by Ozzy Osbourne. Then you'll get God Was Never on Your Side, Motorhead, and then you'll get Teenage Dream, Katy Perry, and then it'll just keep going. You'll get
Dude, for a sec, you had me thinking of My Chemical Romance, but I
that
just
is
realized
in
that's
there. My Chem is in that playlist.
that's fair.
But that is a banger of a genre, so it is going in there.
But we've been talking about journeys a lot, and I actually love how I worded this question because that was just by chance. Your journey
Okay,
in
talk
music.
yourself up. Keep going, pal.
Let me brush my shoulders off a little bit too.
Here, I'll give
Thank
you
you,
a kiss,
thank
too.
you. Nah, get off. I swear I'm not gay.
That's relevant. That's topical.
That's exactly.
He pulled away so hard.
Anyways, your journey in
Don't tell
music has had I don't give a shit.
No,
Your journey in
no.
music has had a lot of twists and turns. You have that night at Saxon Pub where you were inspired. Somewhere along the way, and you've talked about it a little bit, you decided to relocate to Muscle Shoal, which is a town in Alabama. First off, I don't know what kind of name for a town that is, but I'm going to leave that alone for now.
Wait, is it Muscle Shaw?
I don't know. It just sounds like you caught something you weren't supposed to while you're crabbing. I don't know what that is.
They should make that their new logo for the town.
Muscle Shaw.
Yeah,
Get tested.
just like a crab that's trying to get away.
It's actually, since you guys are such music lovers, it's muscle spelled like muscle, shoals,
Well, yes, I saw.
Shoals. And
Muscle
they
Shoals.
have quite a tremendous history of music, songwriters, people who have recorded here from Aretha Franklin to Paul Simon.
Okay.
I mean, I could sit here
Wow.
for an hour and name
Oh,
the artists
wow.
that have recorded in this little bitty tiny town. And there's a documentary on, I believe, Amazon Prime or somewhere. It's just called Muscle Shoals. And it kind of goes through the history, which if you're not familiar with it, it's like, whoa. And you can kind of understand because it still has this unique small town charm about it. And that they say there's something in the river because the Tennessee River flows through here. There's something in the water, excuse me, because all of this amazing music came out of this little bitty town. It's crazy.
And I just love how the fact that it's a small town, because like I never heard of it before looking things up, you know, this past weekend, this past week. Did you know, let me actually ask you this. This wasn't what I planned to ask, but did you know about this place for like a while before you decided to relocate there? I'm actually kind of curious.
I did not. And this really ties into that whole journey and adventure thing.
Okay.
I had only heard of it in the Sweet Home Alabama Leonard Skinner song. There's a line that says, Muscle Shoals has got the Swampers. And the Swampers was this group of white boys from the South that back in the like 60s were getting hired to make everybody's albums sound funkier. And they walk in and they look like school teachers and insurance salesmen, and everyone's like, what is this? And you've got artists like Aretha coming down here to play with these white boys. And but I had decided I really needed to leave Texas for a bit. I mean, I'm always touring, so I'm always coming back. But I was like, I need to change. I had written You Break My Heart. I had not recorded it, but that whole thing had happened that song came out of. And it was more of just being true to myself. All these songs also are really about being true to yourself, which is the life journey I'm on summed up in one thing. And so I never was excited about going to Nashville because I'm a rock artist.
Yeah.
But I decided to come this direction and just play some shows. The real reason I came this way was I had a friend who lived in between Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and Nashville. So if you're an artist like me, the first thing you start with is, where do I have a free place to stay? And I'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a few of those.
I stayed with her and I booked some shows and I was playing this. You can never underestimate where you're playing, who might be there, whatever. I was playing this little bitty, it was really cool, but it was sort of like a bar and grill restaurant place across from a sale barn, kind of an indoor-outdoor vibe.
Yeah.
And three people who were there watching me came up to me individually at different times and said, with your sound, you ought to go to Muscle Shoals. And I was like, why?
Like you didn't even know what it was. Like for what?
I wasn't like, oh, yes, that's a great
sound great. You got to go to Alabama.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I thought about it. I left, and I was like, I'll sleep on it. And sometimes I don't know what I should do, but I know what I don't want to do. And I knew I really didn't want to, I wasn't excited about trying to do anything in Nashville at that time. And so I went down to Muscle Shoals, which is four tiny towns that are like this one community.
Okay.
Got Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Tuscumbia on the south side of the river that are really little bitty towns. And then on the other side of the river, you got a town called Florence, which is a little bit bigger, maybe like 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And I just hung out, and I love the nature here. I love the river. I'm an outdoor person.
Yeah.
And I started coming back on tour. I would go to these songwriter nights and things that were just happening. I started meeting people because I was desperate for a community.
Yeah.
And so I came back to record that first album, and the shelter in place happened with COVID. And I just wound up staying that whole year. And then I did move on back to Texas after that. But I come to Muscle Shoals like I am right now. I come here at least a couple times a year to play. I have great friends here, and I really love the town.
That's awesome.
So basically, what you love about Muscle Shoal is just the community feel of it, the
Yeah.
music history behind it, and the fact that you kind of just went, when you were really, not familiar with the place at all, you just kind of really took a chance on it, and that's kind of what kind of just makes you love that community. I'm guessing.
Absolutely. And I'm about to do it again. I'm about to step out and relocate to Los Angeles. And I've played out there. I've been out there, but I'm not afraid to do things afraid. I'm not afraid to jump with both feet. I'll think about it a while, but I'll make sure it feels right in my heart. Again, back to that rock and roll magic. It may not add up on paper, but if I feel like this is what I should do, I'll go, and I'll go 100%.
For sure. I was just thinking, are you excited to go to LA though? Because I'm thinking like Muscle Shoal, you did that. You're a Texas girl, at heart. And I'm thinking about like LA, and it just seems like almost like a whole different world. Are you excited to go to LA?
It is a different world, and I'm really excited. I'm not going to be, well, what paints the picture as well and brings context into it is I live and travel in a camper.
Nice.
There's a camper on the back of my truck, and I pull a trailer, and my Harley's in the trailer. So, California, while being in some ways feeling like a foreign country to a person like me, is a beautiful place. It's not like I'm going to be sitting in downtown LA, fighting traffic all day. But yeah, I am excited to be not just in LA, but all along the West Coast, from Washington State down through California, Nevada, Arizona, touring back to Texas, Nashville, Muscle Shoals. We're just widening the circle.
Nice.
But again, having that strong community, having that strong base, networking base of like-minded artists, rock and roll artists who are,
for sure,
they're all at the top of their game. It just makes me want to get better. So I'm totally excited. I cannot wait.
I just kind of like love, like you said, like widening the circle, and I love how like the circle for like travel for like the camper like kind of gets wider with like you relocating. Like that's the part that like stuck out to me that I love about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the nomad life is part of the fun of it. And oddly enough, when I think about all the different things I've done in life, the common denominator of everything I've done, I've always done what I'm passionate about, pursued my dreams, but travel has been an element of all of it. And so, I don't have to figure out how to rent an expensive apartment out there or anything like that. I can just pull up at a truck stop or Cracker Barrel and
you gotta love Cracker Barrel. I mean,
come on,
like Jesus. But so the last thing that we mentioned in the intro is how proud you are to be from Texas. In an article from ATX Gossip, you get asked all kinds of questions about Texas, and I wrote there's one thing that I wanted to focus on specifically, but as I kept looking up stuff, the Texas questions kind of just kept sounding fun to me. But I want you to talk about, what does the book Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey mean to you, and what's your favorite Texas-based adventure that he writes about in the book? I ask because he writes about a lot of different adventures in all kinds of far-off places, about Australia, Peru. It's not just Texas adventures. So what's your favorite Texas adventure from the book?
Yeah, absolutely. First, I just want to say I was actually born in the Midwest.
Okay.
And I grew up there. But I've spent my entire adult life in Texas, so I would say I grew up in age in the Midwest, but I grew up in every other way in Texas.
Okay.
I feel like a Texan. I've been there longer than I've been anywhere else.
Yeah.
But when I read that book, or I think I listened to the audio book, I felt like Matthew McConaughey was my spirit animal twin in life. And I love that he just kind of has always done his own thing, his own way. You know, he still does Airstream adventures with his family. I think he
Right.
still has the same Airstream because it has a name. I can't think what it's called, but all those Airstream adventures, I'm a lover of the Texas state parks.
Okay.
I love to just go disappear in a state park, unload the Harley, and disappear.
Okay.
I can't remember any specific
Gotcha.
Texas adventures he wrote about in the book, but he's back in Austin doing all kinds of cool things and being a great representation of the state and how to use your influence to help other people without being a weirdo, in my opinion.
That's fair. Yeah. We were actually just talking about Texas and about all the different things you could do there. You were missing it.
Texas.
Yeah, man.
Texas.
We were talking about Airstreaming, Matthew McConaughey. There was a lot of different things we were talking
I
about.
love Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, man.
All right.
You were missing out. But
Wolf,
You know,
great Wolf of Wall Street.
again, I've got a lot. This is the part where I have like a lot of those Texas questions that I told you
Oh,
about.
I can't wait. I
So-
have no clue what his Texas questions are. I can't wait for him to start shooting them off.
So, I mean, let's segue into some of the music inspirations. We mentioned Janis Joplin, who's also from Texas, by the way.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah. We mentioned Bruce Springsteen, who's a Jersey boy.
Love.
We have talked about that already.
In the USA.
He's not too far from here. He's from Long Branch.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The Beatles, for those who don't know, were formed in Liverpool in England, if I remember correctly, late 50s, early 60s, something like that. Who was your favorite artist to listen to, and was there anyone from Texas, other than Janis Joplin, because we already mentioned her, that you loved listening to as a kid or even as an adult?
Well, definitely ZZ Top
Okay,
Nice.
has to be up there. Even like Buddy Holly. I mean,
gotcha.
it's just a lot of great music that's not country has come out of Texas. Of course,
For sure.
super known for Texas blues, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
You know,
A lot of great
The
music does
Toadies.
come out of Texas, 100%.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
the-
not
the
it's not
Toadies.
just country. It's not just, like anything like from like the Midwest that people might think of. Like all kinds of different music has
Yeah.
come out of Texas.
And,
You're 100%
and it's
right.
like McConaughey will say when he says, "Well, what does it mean to be Texan?" And it's like I say we because I consider myself one for sure. We just have this independent spirit, this rebellious, independent nature, where it's like you're welcome to be here, but don't tell me what to do.
That's fair.
I do love that about Texas. I love how Texas Texas feels like a melting pot for music, and as of the past few years, has started to also become a melting pot for comedy. So I feel like Texas is like listen, if anyone's watching and you got a few grand and you want to go somewhere where that's not where you are, dude, come on down to
I know
Texas.
comics that do love Texas. So.
Yeah, no, I know a lot
Yeah.
of comics who have made the trip out to Texas specifically for comedy and to see like a music show.
Listen, for our honeymoon, and you know this, we were supposed to go on Route 66, but road tripping on the entire thing costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to do the entire thing, but we got to go to a little bit of Route 66. We got to go to Williams, Arizona.
Nice.
Right? 'Cause there was a day we got to go see the Grand Canyon. We went on the way back,
Dude,
actually.
the Grand Canyon's beautiful. You ever been to the Grand Canyon?
Yes. Yeah.
Love the Grand
Dude.
I'm about to go again. Yeah.
I wanted to touch a cloud. It was so cool.
I went like 4 years ago ish. I'm 21 now. I was a sophomore in high school. I don't know what's that math. I was 16.
You were 16, 17.
So it was 4 or 5 years ago. My mom's oldest sister lives out in Arizona, and she has 5 kids, and the oldest one got married. So I went out there, and we did all the trips. We went to the Grand Canyon, and I actually almost kissed a tarantula at the Grand Canyon
Why did you do that?
because there was a tarantula crawling on the ground, and I said, "Hey, Mom, hold my phone and start recording." And then I got on the
And then
ground
you just go,
started,
oh
oh yeah, no, I got on the ground and started nudging up closer. I was like, but then it
This
started
sounds
getting.
like your.
hope-
This
I hope-
sounds. This resembles your last relationship you just got out of. I think. Is this a metaphor?
Yeah, you dodged a bullet.
Do we need to have a therapy session? Wait, new song idea. Kiss a tarantula.
Kiss of the tarantula.
Dude.
Oh
Spider
my
kiss.
God.
Dude.
New band name.
That's a
Dude.
metaphor.
Dude, I just really hope that there's a song out there that is, by Kissing Tarantulas featuring I Swear I'm Not Gay. Like, I need that song in my life.
Yo, if you make that song, I'll put it in my I Swear I'm Not Gay playlist. I don't care what the vibe is.
It's got to be called Kissing Tarantulas. It's got to start with that.
One thing I love doing is
Yep.
I love putting a random song that doesn't fit in a playlist. Like, what's it called? Like, I Have Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley in most of my playlists. Oh yeah, you're listening to my I Swear I'm Not Gay playlist. You just listen to
Dude.
You just listen to
Dude.
part. No. I'm not done. My thought. You just finished listening to Part
No,
of Me by
you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this.
You're gay.
No, putting Never Give You Up by Rick Astley in a country playlist is like Ronda Ray wanting to go to Nashville.
Yes, thank you. I love you guys.
No.
I just wanted to say
Oh
that.
no, I love that playlist because you'll be listening to "Part of Me" by Katy Perry, and it'll start trailing out as the end of the song does. This is the part of me.
And then you put California Love on by Dr. Dre.
Boom, 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 boom. There are no stages to love. You know the rules, and so do I. And what commitment's what I'm thinking of.
He's really committing to this
You
song right
wouldn't
now.
get this from any other guy.
Never gonna give you
I
up.
just
Never
wanna
gonna
tell
let
you
you
how
down.
I'm feeling. Gotta make you
Understand.
understand. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and desert you.
Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
Let me just curtsy really quick because I was part of this.
Yes, you
I don't
Shout
know.
out to Ruben for
I don't
calling
know.
us gay.
I don't know if Rhonda heard that, but he's like, "That song's gay."
I didn't hear him, but I knew what he said.
It was pretty obvious.
It was. But yeah, no, I'll
Just walked out in here with his beanie, trying to look like he's a young man with that bald head.
Yo, no, I keep saying he got a Bezos in the front, party in the back. He's doing his thing.
I've never seen somebody bald with a ponytail before.
Yo, have you never met a monk?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Have you ever met an aging blues rock musician
Yeah, you know,
A lot of them.
or sound guy?
God, I could just, you know what? With that in mind, I could just picture that being you.
Fuck you. You're not wrong, but
Not
fuck
right
you.
now.
Give me like 20 years.
I was gonna say it's gonna take a little while.
Give me, like,
We'll get
25
there.
Years. I plan on keeping the hair for a long time. Listen, yo, my mom's dad, full head of hair. And genetically, it's your mother's father, so
Yeah,
Gotta pray.
that's true.
And also, my dad's like 55, and he's barely bald. He got a little balding.
Barely.
He got a little balding yarmulke in the back if you really look close enough. But
Yeah.
other than that, bro's
I
got a
have
full head
noticed
of hair.
No, but
You have noticed that, yo, Dad. If you're watching,
bit.
get self-conscious right now. No, I'm playing. You look great, pops.
so you know, we sent 3 songs. We talked a little bit about the second one,
Okay.
the end credits. But we also have a cover here of Gold Dust Woman that you did. For anyone who doesn't recognize the name, this is a Fleetwood Mac cover. And before we get to the song, are there any covers that you want to do in the future that you haven't done yet?
Ooh, I want to hear the answer.
Oh yeah. It's fun thinking about the unlimited possibilities of taking a song that you love by an artist you love and kind of making it your own, but still honoring the original.
For sure.
And I'm gonna be doing "Kiss Me Deadly" by Lita Ford.
I love
"Kiss Me
it.
Deadly" came out in 1988, and she was the metal queen of MTV and all of
Yep.
that. And she is one of my heroes for sure. So I'm looking forward to doing that one.
I'm not
And-
gonna lie. I feel like PJ talking about kissing a tarantula made you think of that. Like, there's a part of me
Yeah.
that feels that way.
I just went,
I almost did do that.
Kiss me.
Like you did, you went for the kiss of death. Like hold on, what stopped you from kissing that spider?
It got too close. It got too close to my
He
face.
chickened out. That's
It was
great.
like right here, close to my face. I was like, I'm good. Listen, I have the video somewhere. I don't have a beard. I look like a lesbian. It's great. I'll find it. I'll post it sometime. Oh yeah, no, there was a period of
He
time.
swears
a
he's
long
not
period
gay.
of time in high school. Listen, PJ didn't get around much in high school because PJ had the long hair but no beard. So
That's okay.
no, listen, I was called man.
People that get around a lot in high school usually don't get around a lot later. So
Listen, I'm just happy I didn't peak in high school. I'm happy that all the people.
that's what I'm saying.
Listen, the people that peaked in high school, they're having kids or they're growing kids inside of them. Good for you.
Or they look like they're growing kids.
Or they are still a child and will not grow up. But then I'll see them out at the bar. They'll be hammered. They just spent $70 on a round of shots. I went there. I spent $7 on a Corona Extra and called it a night. That's what I did.
This guy over
And they're
here.
like, oh, yo, man.
He feels so good about himself right now.
Oh, hell yeah, I do. You're spending $70 on green tea shots for how many people? I got a Corona Extra and a little lime. I'm good to go, pal.
Just give me a shot of Jameson. I'm fine.
Yo, I did get free birthday shots at a bar the other day because it was my birthday, and they gave me Jameson. It was very nice.
Yeah. But anyways, we were talking about Gold Dust Woman.
We were talking about that. I got on a tangent. My bad.
Dude, I'm actually really excited to listen to the cover again. 100%. It's a really good cover.
I didn't know that there was a cover of this song that existed, and I can't wait to listen to it.
Ruben, you ready for us? All right.
All right,
But
we got
anyways,
the thumbs
everybody,
up from Jeff Bezos himself. Just
Jeff
don't-
Bezos in the front, party in the back. We say it all the time.
Just don't go to that island, Ruben.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Don't be like Jimmy Kimmel, okay?
Yo, shots fired.
Nah, he's gonna threaten to sue me like he did Aaron Rodgers. You hear Ruben playing the song, that's him canceling me.
Rock on, gold dust woman. Take your silver spoon and dig your grave. Heartless challenge. Pick your path and pray. Wake up in the morning, see your sunrise, loves to go down. Lousy lovers pick their prey, but they never cry out loud. Does it make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? And is it over now, or do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Rock on, ancient queen. Follow those who pale in your shadow. Rulers make bad lovers. You better put your kingdom up for sale. Up for sale. Did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? Is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? Now tell me, is it over now? Do you know how? dragon. Dust woman. Ooh, pale shadow of a woman. Black widow. Ooh, pale shadow. She's a dragon. Dust
Yo, I'm surprised how long it took for the hair to come out on that one. I'm
That
not gonna
is
lie.
going in my classic vibes playlist and my random playlist of miscellaneous bangers playlist and my shuffle me Elmo playlist.
That's a
Nice.
lot of playlists. Like, what's why is that a lot like Elmo? I don't understand that last
Well,
one.
it's just called Shuffle Me Elmo because it's a lot of great songs from different genres, but it's also more exclusive than the random playlist of miscellaneous bangers playlist.
So you just wanted to be weird.
Yes, I just wanted to. I
just
Shuffle Me
compare it to
was a good-
Elmo.
Shuffle Me Elmo was a good name for the playlist.
That is the only time I think I will ever hear Ronda Ray and Elmo in the same sentence.
Okay, listen, would the playlist
Like-
sound better if it just said Shuffle Me?
Nah, not really.
Shuffle Me Elmo. There we go.
It sounds just as
Hater.
bad either way.
You're a hater and you're an Eagles fan, so you're even worse.
Dude, this is a good day for me. Might not be a good night, depending on how it goes, but this is a good day.
That was a
It's-
phenomenal
it's-
cover.
It's either gonna be a great night or I got Captain Rude's in the fridge, and that will describe how my night goes. Fucking rude. But that was Gold Dust Woman by Fleetwood Mac, cover by
That-
Ronda Ray. That
that-
was so much fun.
You know what? That also might go into my Fall Into the Universe playlist because that was a vibe.
Yeah,
was
no, that
so
was.
good.
It's trippy. It's
Yeah,
a
no,
psychedelic trip.
Oh,
I didn't smoke
love-
enough weed for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a big fan of psychedelic rock. Hey, have you ever listened to the band Infected Mushroom?
No.
Do you?
I think I have some antibiotics for that, though.
Yeah,
It could be an antibiotic. You never know.
it could be. No, it's psychedelic rock. It's like it's on another whole level because it's also like EDM-y, but mixed with
Okay.
psychedelic rock. So like that vibe plus a little bit of EDM. It's very good. I
Yeah.
strongly recommend. You brought up psychedelic rock, so it just made me think of that.
That-
But
That song, back to Bruce, my love for Bruce Springsteen. That song was in my live set list, and it just sort of took on a life of its own. When we play that song live as a band, it's like a 10-minute song. We just jam and rock out, and
Nice.
I feel like we're so much. I feel like we're a band you got to see live, and that's how Bruce is. Like if you ever go to one of his concerts, you're like, oh my god, this is insane. So that song's a lot of fun.
well, are you coming out to Jersey or New York or the tri-state at all? We just got like the 4-minute, 5-minute warning for the wrap up. So if anything, if you want
Yeah.
to.
I'm gonna ask one question, and then I just want to make sure I can get one last question in, and then we'll do that, and we'll play that end credit song we were talking
Okay, because I
about.
want to know if you're coming out to Jersey because I will get a ticket.
100%.
I would so see you live. Not even a question.
100%.
I love concerts.
I'm gonna mosh the shit out of him.
Oh,
For sure, because you're not gay.
I'll be crowd surfing shirtless. That's how I do it at concerts.
Listen, I listen to all genres.
As soon as somebody drops them, I'm just popping a shoulder.
Listen, I'm a big fan of all genres, but metal is my guilty pleasure. I love metal. Old metal, new metal, European power metal, old school Black Sabbath when Ozzy was still singing. Doesn't matter. I love metal. So a lot of the concerts I go to are metal. It is just my thing. The shirt comes off, I crowd surf shirtless. So if you see a hairy ginger bear floating atop your audience,
That's PJ.
it's me.
Is what he's
That's
trying
you.
to say.
It's me.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it.
But when I was preparing for the show, I, learned the favorite from Texas TV-based shows is King of the Hill, but which I've never watched.
I did not. What?
Yeah, King of the Hill. It's based out of Texas.
man.
It's a fictional town in Texas.
I'm a littler person than you, and I know what King of the Hill is.
Okay.
You need to watch King of the Hill.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought you were surprised it was from
Oh,
Texas.
Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Propane.
No, like reading about it, and you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, it kind of sounds like a Texan Family Guy. Like, would I be wrong?
No, you're right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you're spot on.
That's the vibe I got.
Just instead of the holy crap, it's what in tarnation?
Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby.
That
Dang it,
sounds
Bobby.
about right.
Instead of God damn it, Meg, it's damn it, Bobby.
But honestly, like, I really wanted to know. Like, we're trying to talk about the things that really matter, which are TV shows from the late 90s when we're trying to talk about
Yes.
music. All right?
Fair.
These are the things that matter. It's a journey,
Okay.
right? And I just had that question, and I just wanted to know.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I left on that note.
It's fair.
I don't know if that's wrong of me, but
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right.
yeah. All right. Good. 2 King of the Hill fans. King of the Hill approved.
One King of the Hill fan, one poser sitting right here,
No, 1 and 2 on the camera.
and
Excuse
one
you.
poser sitting next to me.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not a poser. I said I never watched it. Like, what are you talking about?
I've seen like 3 episodes.
I even called it 1 fan, 1 poser,
one fan.
1 real one. Okay, let's not start. All right.
I'm gonna start getting racist against white people real quick if you don't clean up your act.
I just want you to know, I just want you to know, PJ Morin, you will always and forever be my ginger.
Thank you for not using the hard R and using the soft A. I appreciate that. That is my
Exactly.
word that I'm reclaiming in this. day and age.
I try to be considerate. It's 2024.
2024 is the year of the gingers. If you're not,
It's my Kobe Bryant. You can't say ginger with the ER.
Yo, you just did a first off. Second off, I don't know why. Okay, what era of Kobe Bryant are you going into 2024 with? Are you going, with towards the end of his season, or are you going with, when he was
He dropped 60 in his last game.
Yeah,
Go
he
with
also
anything.
dropped like 200 on his last flight. Like,
Well,
want that
the
kind
last last flight dropped 200 in general. Okay,
do you
like,
want that kind of year?
if we're going there. But anyways, no, we're trying to have a good year on Hamilton Radio, PJ, and you're
Hamilton
just
Radio.
out here trying to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
But before
fun.
we drop the socials, before we drop the website, Rhonda, did you have fun? I just want to make sure.
Absolutely. You guys are a blast. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you so much for coming on. Sorry
I
about,
love-
sorry
I-
about the little tangents.
I love the vibe. I love the silent judgment. It is all beautiful. But no, let everybody know where they can find you. Let everybody know what your socials are so they can listen to your music. Everybody listening to this as well. We've had quite a few people watching the show. I've checked the live stream a couple of times.
Beautiful.
So-
What's the number looking like?
Yep. I don't have the exact number, but definitely let everybody know what your socials are and where they can find you.
Yeah, it's really easy if you just go to rondaraymusic.com, and it's RONDARAY music.com. And there you can find links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, anything you want to find. You can find it right there in one place. And I'd love to connect with everybody. I'm going to be touring a lot this year. I'll let you guys know when I'm at the Stone Pony. It'll be so much fun and a bucket list.
Ooh, I will
Hey.
go.
Later,
I will
later.
so go.
Yeah. I
Where-
gotta go be in the place where Bruce sweat so many nights. So yeah, it's gonna be a great year.
Do you have a date for the Stone Pony yet, or is that
Oh,
just
yeah.
Not yet. Yeah.
All right.
It'll be later. It'll be later.
Later in the year?
So like
Okay.
summer, probably?
I don't know.
It is Asbury. It's a
Stay
short
tuned.
town.
Stay tuned.
Oh, because I'm saying, listen, if it's during the spring or during the fall, I'll be there. But if it's during the summer, I'm bringing a posse with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Because we'll be at
I'll let
Asbury
you
as
go.
is.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know for sure.
I will completely and totally roll out to that show.
All right. Well, I'm super excited for that. And
I'm
on
very
that
excited for
note,
that.
we're going to play You Break My Heart by Ronda Ray right here on Hamilton Radio. The end credit song to celebrate Ronda coming to the Stowe Pony, which the date is eventually. Don't break my
Yep.
heart, Ronda.
TBD.
Don't break my heart.
Good reference. Good reference. Nice.
I fall for you when your lips move. It sounds just like the truth. And I want it so bad that you start making sense. The familiar attracts. I'm in it again, and just like that, I'm lying to myself. You break my heart over and over again. You break my heart. I look you in the eyes, read between the lines. Tell me anything, something I can't believe. Been treading light, doing everything right. It will be different this time. The delusion grows, and I'm lying to myself. And you break my heart over and over again. You break my heart. Inside, found a little light that was flickering. Suddenly I could see the insanity of expecting you to love differently. Now I hold the key and I'm true to myself. And you can't break my heart over and over again. You break my heart. You can't break my heart over and over again. Break my heart. You can't break my heart over and over again. Break my heart. When your lips move, it sounds just like the truth.
All right. All right. You Break My Heart.
Such a good
Ronda
song.
Ray.
Such a good
Right here on
song.
Hamilton Radio. At one point when PJ was headbanging, he almost knocked his hair tie off the table. I just want to put that out there.
Good.
He was going in. I was loving
Doing it right.
Listen, the mic was turned off during the middle, but when I was doing this, I was just like, oh, special directors,
Producers.
cast,
love
SFX
it.
team,
Oh my God.
executive producers.
But once again, before we go, thank you so much for coming on today. We really, really appreciate you being on here, and we would love to have you back on sometime.
Thank you so much.
Just once again.
Thank you, guys. What a blast. Thank you very much.
All right.
This was lovely. This was a lot of fun. I think before we get out of here, I think we should all run through the Instagram one more time. Your Instagram,
Ronda Ray Music.
Ronda Ray Music.
John A. BRECKO 395. Subscribe to Hot Tag Takes with John BRECKO and friends. We are close to 350 subscribers, everybody. So make sure you join the subscription tap on that bell, whatever that is, and make sure you go and watch the videos and the shorts, which have been doing really well lately.
And also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the PJ Morin and on YouTube at PJ Morin.
Oh, what a creative soul.
That's such a creative soul. Thank you so much for coming on. This was amazing. This was a fun episode of Hot Tag Takes. John, you want to you want to do your little outro thing? This is your show, baby.
I had fun with that, man. Ronda Ray here on Hot Tag Takes on HamiltonRadio.net. We'll see you next time, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Dante Barnett.
Tomorrow night, 9:30.
But Ronda Ray right now.
Ronda Ray right
that's
now.
important. Deuces. Woo!